Hi, honeys. It's Monday, August 10th. It's the first day of this next vlog. And I just wanted to come on here, say hello. I just got done at the grocery store. So what I usually do is, different stores have different brands and they have different things. And sometimes I kind of get attached to certain things. So what I've been doing is I go to Smith's, and then every other time I go to Albertsons. So I just keep switching it up. And so today I went to Albertsons. I got, I don't know, it's kind of weird. If I'm going to get like my organic name brand stuff, I usually go to Albertsons. If I'm going to get, like, if I don't care what brand it is, then I usually go to Smith's and I'll get like, whatever, what is it, the Kroger brand stuff there. And so, I don't know, that's just how I do it. And so when I get home, I'll go ahead and show you what I got at the grocery store today. Okay, I am back from the grocery store, and I'm just, I'm not feeling the greatest today, so I'm just kind of taking a little break and sitting down, but I wanted to show you what I got. So I'm sorry about the lighting and all that stuff, but that's not the important part. The important part is what I got, right? Have you seen this before? This is bamboo toilet paper. I read up on it, and it looks like it's got really good ratings. Supposedly, I'm going to find out here soon, but supposedly this is softer than regular toilet paper, and it's 3-ply. These were on sale for 6 rolls for $3. So I got 2 of them. So now I have 12 rolls for $6. So you figure, now they're a little bit bigger, but Cottonelle for 6 rolls, that was $11. And this is made in California. Pretty cool, right? So I'm looking forward to trying that. I got some Advil. And I got some of this recently, this Renews It Snuggle air freshener for the cat's bathroom, and I really like it. So I went ahead and got some refills. And we are out of fabric softener, and we usually use Mrs. Meyer's fabric softener, but they don't carry that at Albertsons. So I went ahead and got this Method fabric softener. And the scent is Beach Sage. So let's see what it smells like here. It smells really good, actually. This smells like Snuggle to me. 45 loads. And as you know, Method is much healthier for us. It doesn't have all the chemicals in it and stuff that some of the other brands have in it. So this might be worth a try if you haven't tried it yet. While I was in that aisle, I discovered that the laundry detergent we use was on clearance. And our laundry detergent is not cheap. We use Mrs. Meyer's. It's these big bottles here. They didn't have the lavender scent that we usually use, but they did have this basil scent, which we already have for one of the, well, actually, is that it here? Oh, no. Anyway, one of these spray bottles of cleaner we have in basil in our kitchen, and I really like the scent, so I wasn't too worried about getting it. But these are normally $20 each. And I know you're thinking, wow, that's super expensive. It is. However, one of these usually lasts us a good 3 months. And when you think about that, it's really not a bad price. Also, it's just one plastic container instead of, gosh, in 3 months, we probably go through 6 of some of the other brands. But the other nice thing is, because it's so much more natural, I think it's a lot better for our skin. And as I've mentioned in 100 videos now, I'm allergic to everything. So I feel like it's a lot more sensitive skin friendly. So this was on sale for $15. So I'm thinking $5 off, I will buy it before I need the next bottle for that kind of savings. So I was really excited to find that. And just to let you know, if you haven't ever tried this, so it's made with plant-derived cleaning products, essential oils, and stain-fighting enzymes. It's made without parabens, phthalates, optical brighteners, and artificial colors. So, really good stuff. Not cheap, but really overall, it's worth the money when you consider how long one bottle lasts and how much healthier it is for us. Okay, got some milk. And I got some orange juice. I love this Donald Duck brand. It's so good. It's 100% juice with some water and then some calcium added in. And that's all it is, but I just think it's so delicious. And this comes from oh, okay. They just say oranges that come from USA, Brazil, Mexico, and Costa Rica. So, but I do love this stuff. It's really good. So when it's on sale, I try to always get some. And I'm going to start trying to make my own bread. So I wanted to go ahead and get something to make the bread in. This is Bradshaw brand. And it's just a stoneware loaf pan. I got rid of all of our loaf pans when we moved, and I just got one that has the recipe on the inside, but usually when a lot of the recipes I'm seeing for bread, you end up making 2 loaves at once. So I wanted to get another one for that. Then because I'm going to be making bread, I got some yeast, which is finally back in stock, by the way. I'm going to be making a pot roast, so I got some roasted red bell peppers. I was going to get those, what are they called, pepperoncinis or pepperoncinis? I couldn't find them anywhere, and I thought, well, this will be good. Just toss these in there instead. All right, we are having salads for lunches this week, and so I got, let's see, this is for Brad. This is Taylor Farms chopped kit. Basically, it's got a blue cheese dressing and then, let's see, romaine, broccoli, cabbage, green onions, carrots, regular onions, bacon, steakhouse seasoning. And then for me, I got sweet kale, which is broccoli, cabbage, kale, Brussels sprouts, pepitas, radicchio, cranberries, and poppy seed dressing. And then I got a bell pepper for one of the meals I'm making. I have plenty of stuff for dinner to last for probably a couple weeks still, but I wanted to get lunch stuff and a few little extra things today. Let's see. I got a couple avocados. I like avocados on my salad. And then I got 2 of these for we both like tomatoes on our salad, so that's what those are for. I also got some snow peas also for my salad. Brad doesn't really seem to be a big fan of these, but I really love them. My favorite eggs were on sale today, so I went ahead and got these. These are called Happy Egg, and I just think that they taste way better than any other eggs I've tried in a long time. And these come from Arkansas. These are organic, and they are free range, pasture raised on over 8 acres, it says. I just think they really taste good too. And then my new favorite yogurt is this Open Nature brand. I just think it's the best one, and I know these all have a lot of sugar in them, but this isn't as bad as some of them. So I just grabbed some of these two while I was at Albertsons. I got raspberry, mango, blueberry, whoop, and black cherry. I just find yogurt is so important for good skin and for a happy stomach. So I try to eat yogurt every day, and if I can't, at least every other day. Now, one thing that was really nice today, so here's what I have found out, because when this whole outbreak first started, they were saying you couldn't use your own bags or anything. At least here they were. Now, what they're saying is you can use your own bags, but you have to bag them yourself, which is fine with me. So what I ended up doing today, I went to the self-checkout area and I just used my reusable bags. I bagged myself, which I actually prefer because I don't mean to be rude. I don't know how else to say this, but lately, the last 5 years or so, when I go to the grocery store, it's never bagged the way I want it. You know, it's like, there's like the old school way of bagging where you put all the freezer items together, you put all the cleaning items together, you put the eggs and the bread and maybe the chips in another bag, you know, that kind of thing. Now, I can't tell you how many times I have come home and found canned goods on top of my eggs, or soda on top of my chips, or whatever. It's terrible. So I'm actually kind of excited about the thought of just bagging my own stuff. Well, good morning. Today is Tuesday, August 11th. I don't know how. It feels like July 4th was just a week ago, but here we are. So I wanted to talk to you about what happened last night. So I don't want to get too graphic or too in-depth about this, but I was diagnosed with something called adenomyosis. It's very similar to fibroids or PCOS or endometriosis. It's another uterine disorder, I guess you would call it, but it's just a different one. And of course, me being me, it's the rare one that people never get. It's a huge struggle for me. And I've been having symptoms of it probably like very mildly since I was 18. But they got really bad about 6 or 7 years ago. And I got a diagnosis 2 years ago. And I was told that I probably need to have a hysterectomy. My doctor has been trying to control it with hormones and, you know, certain kinds of birth control and that kind of stuff. But it does get very debilitating. And so I've had a really hard time with anemia for a long time, and I've been trying to control it with a high iron diet and with certain supplements and such. And so yesterday, like I said, I don't want to get real graphic. It got pretty bad, and I was worried that I might be hemorrhaging. So I called my doctor and was told that, well, this is kind of fun. My doctor quit back in June and moved out of state, and they didn't even tell me. So somebody that's new there that replaced her is going to be my new doctor. And hopefully that goes really well. I'm going to meet that doctor today. But when I left the story of everything, of course, I had to spend half an hour on the phone with the nurse explaining my whole story, or not the whole story, but a chunk of it. And she left a note with the doctor, and the doctor said, I need to go to the emergency room. She wants to make sure I'm not hemorrhaging. Sorry, I'm laying on a bunch of blankets and pillows and stuff. So, and I've been in a lot of pain. I've been struggling with this. I guess you could call it like another episode for about a month now. So if my energy seems low or my belly looks bloated in clothing videos, that's why. And I do apologize, but it's just part of my life. It's something I struggle with. I don't want sympathy. I don't want, I'm not looking for attention about it. I'm letting you know because, well, you might be struggling with something similar. A lot of women are struggling with having to get hysterectomies right now or having female issues. But also, I wanted to let you know because if a hysterectomy does come up, I might have to take weeks off of YouTube. And so I just wanted to kind of get you warmed up and forewarned to what might be coming in the future. So we get to the emergency room and I had to go in alone. Brad couldn't come with me, so he stayed in the car the whole time and read a book, which was frustrating. So I go in there and the whole setup is just weird now. It's not like it used to be. I don't know, it's just very different. So while I was waiting to be seen, there was this man there and he was in a wheelchair and he was talking to, now half of what is done now at the emergency room apparently is out in the waiting area. I mean, it's really different from anything I've ever experienced before now that the virus has changed everything. So a lot of what happens is out in the waiting area. So I heard everything happening to this guy. And I don't know him. I don't know anything about him except what I heard. So I'm not revealing anything. I mean, I feel comfortable telling you what I heard because I think it's important. I'm not revealing his identity or anything, so I don't even know. But he was, so before I saw him, he was like in like a triage area, which is still in the waiting area, but it's like kind of partitioned off or whatever. And he was telling this nurse that he said, the nurse was saying, well, so how long have you been drinking? Because we keep seeing you in here lately. What's going on, man? And he tells him, well, I can't stop drinking. And he said, well, how much did you drink today? And he said he drank a liter, which, it's a lot. The nurse asked him, well, when did you start drinking? And he said, like heavily? And he said, yeah. And he said, about 3 months ago. And he said, well, what happened? And he tells him, I lost everything. And so I've just been drinking through it. And he says, are you suicidal? And he said, yeah, that's why I'm drinking so much. I don't want to do this anymore. I'm ready to go. It's like, he said, I have no will to live. I lost everything. There is no hope for my future. I'm done. And it's like, it was just crushing to hear that. It's so heartbreaking. And you think about it, and this could be your brother, it could be your friend, it could be your next door neighbor, it could be the guy behind you at 7-Eleven. It's so sad. It's like we all know that we're all struggling right now. Like, I don't think there's any shock or secret about that. But just hearing that anybody, I don't even know this guy, but hearing that he was going through it just broke my heart. It's like I wanted to tell him, do you want to come over for dinner? Like, we care, like we don't even know who you are, but we, tell me your story. Like, gosh, it just broke my heart. And then I'm thinking, well, that'd be really inappropriate to start talking to this guy in an ER waiting room and invite him over for dinner, especially when I'm sick too and I don't have the energy to cook tonight. So obviously I didn't say anything to him, but it broke my heart. It really upset me. I can't stop thinking about it. I was thinking about it last night, I've been thinking about it today. And so then when they started to wheel him out of the triage area, you guys, he was my age, good looking guy. It just broke my heart. And so I keep thinking about how much I'm struggling, and it's not just me, it's everybody else too, and I'm sure some people probably look at me and think that I'm not struggling or I'm getting through this okay. And, I'm not. I mean, I have this debilitating illness I'm dealing with, and I have, you can't tell looking at me that I'm in excruciating pain. I'm in pain so bad right now, even while I'm talking to you. It's like the pain of this is because basically, so my diagnosis, the adenomyosis, is basically holes are being bored into my uterine wall and all the way into my uterine muscle. So it hurts. I mean, it's a very painful thing. And, I've been taking the maximum dosage of ibuprofen, and it's like I didn't take anything. And, but you can't tell looking at me. And I can even smile and, hi, and people can't tell, but I am going through it. And there's a lot of times if I go to the grocery store or the Dollar Tree, I bend over to pick something up, I get so dizzy, it's like, oh, and I like everything kind of starts going dark, and I have to give myself a minute before I keep looking at things because I'm scared I'm going to pass out. I get so dizzy. I mean, I am struggling with this, and I'm thinking this guy's struggling too, and like we're all struggling right now. I mean, you add to any health problems, just what's going on right now, and it's just so. Before I continue with that part, I just wanted to give you an update on, since I told you about what's going on with me. I did find out that I am not hemorrhaging, and that the high iron diet is actually working. I'm not anemic right now, which is great. I'm happy that I finally overcame that because it's been a huge struggle for me, the anemia. So if you want to know more about that, let me know. I will put it in a video because I did not get my iron levels to a good place by taking the iron supplements. I found that did not work. So if you want to know what I did, let me know, and I will add it into probably my next vlog or something. But the doctor, he said that I actually look very healthy. That he this is just an episode from the adenomyosis, and that I really need to think about, I need to see a gynecologist, and I need to think about either getting my hysterectomy or maybe trying to figure out how to adjust the hormones to where when this happens, we can stop it. Because when it starts, I usually will bleed for like 3 to 8 weeks. And we are just over 4 weeks in this time. And it's just too much. So I'm going to see my regular doctor today. I'll see what she says. If she has ideas, then maybe, she can just help me with the hormones, and we can just try that ourselves. Hormones are a real touchy thing. A lot of doctors don't really want to touch hormones because it can really mess with you. But as far as this guy in the waiting area, I just think about how much this virus is affecting our lives. How alone you really would feel right now if you were in that position where you just had no one. It's like you can't really date right now. Maybe you could. I don't know. I wouldn't. But you can't really go to church, and if you did, people aren't really wanting to stick around afterwards and get to know you and talk to you, right? It's like social distancing and masks and all that. I don't know. I haven't been to church since before the outbreak, but and then a lot of states churches are closed too, right? I think not here, but some, or are they closed here? See, I don't even know because I think I mentioned to you before. I'm looking for a new church, and I'm waiting for all this to end before I'm just going attending services online right now. So, but another thing I used to do when I was younger, when I would get really lonely and felt like really down and felt like nobody cared, I always had friends that were bartenders. I always had friends that frequented bars, and I would just go to the bar and sit down and cry in my beer and talk to, whoever was sitting next to me. And that was always actually, for me, very healing, and it would help keep me going. Just talking to somebody. But you can't go to bars anymore, or at least not here. I'm sure there's other states where you can, but not here. There's still a lot in Nevada that I can't, we can't do. So it's like I'm picturing this guy in this waiting room drinking a liter a day. Does he even have a home? Because he said he lost everything. So is he homeless drinking, just sitting outside drinking like this all by himself with no one to talk to and nowhere to go? And it's just so sad. And there's probably at least another million people in his shoes right now. At least. And I don't know what to do. I don't know a lot about suicide prevention or anything. It's just so sad. And I just feel like everybody I know that I have talked to lately, it's like everybody's depressed. We're all just going through it. And our country is changing so much. Our world is changing so much. There's that old quote, I can't remember. It's like beginnings are usually scary, endings are usually sad, and it's the middle that counts. I think that's the problem is. For the last 5 months, all of our lives have been the beginning and the end all at once with no middle. And it's just overwhelming because it's scary and it's sad every day of our lives. And let's face it, there's a lot of changes that need to be made, but that doesn't mean they're not scary. And it doesn't mean that the things that are ending aren't sad too. I do. I'll probably edit that out, but you never know. Maybe I'll leave it in. Maybe I'll be weird. I was thinking.
My wife's a switch hitter emotionally.
I'm a switch hitter emotionally? Is that like a hit or a miss? Like you never know what you're going to get?
No, which emotion you're going to be in.
You never know what emotion I'm going to be in. Well, I am a Gemini, and I am a woman. With a hormone imbalance. Lucky Brad. We were thinking about doing a Q&A, Brad and I together. And so I was curious if you had any questions for me or for Brad or for both of us. Let me know. There's very little that is there's a couple things that we probably wouldn't feel comfortable talking about, but there's a lot we would feel comfortable talking about. So ask away. I will say the one thing I really don't want to talk about is politics. It's just too divisive right now. There's no way we all agree, and I don't want a lot of anger and hostility to start building. I want this channel to be a warm, safe, cozy place for people to fall. I don't want anybody to feel the way politics make us feel. So anything other than that, ask away. And I just think that'd be fun. He and I like doing videos together every once in a while. I know you guys have said a lot that you like it when we sit and talk together to you. So yeah, let me know what you want to know. And you just might have to hear it. Now be prepared. You're going to hear what we actually think about stuff. But we're just human like everybody else. We have our own ways and thoughts and opinions and all that. So, hi, honeys. It's Friday, August 14th. I'm out running some errands, and I thought I'd talk to you. I just dropped some paperwork off at my new gynecologist office, and now I'm on my way to the Goodwill. So I should be doing a Goodwill haul that you will see on Wednesday. I'm feeling super grouchy. So my doctor, she gave me some hormones to take on top of my birth control. And I mean, I'm always on hormones because I'm on birth control, and that's what they use to treat my condition, which obviously is not working. So now she's put me on hormones and on top of it, and I just feel like violent. I'm just and the littlest things, like throughout the day, like all these little things that irritate you. Like maybe you're on Twitter and you're scrolling through and you see a comment, you think, what is this idiot thinking? Like, that's happening to me, except I'm getting so upset about it. Like, I feel my blood pressure go up. It's like, what is this idiot thinking? And like, I want to start an argument with them online. It's like, I don't even know this person. Who cares what they think, or if I don't agree with them, or like, I'm just losing it. And then I'm thinking, oh, so is that what all these online trolls are? Are they just on hormones? We might be onto something, because I've always wondered, like, where does this come from? What's the problem? Now I think I figured it out. I think I did. Okie doke. Of course, I'm in this woman's way. 95 cars have to come by. Ugh. Of course, you're turning. See what I mean? I'm getting so irritated about everything. Oh, thank you. I don't know, you guys. If you hear that somebody in Vegas just loses it, if you hear about a Karen, it's probably me. I don't know. I'm so on edge. I'm over it. I want everybody to leave me alone. And here I am out in public. Really should just be at home. Of course, poor Brad probably needs a break from my grouchy butt. Anyway, so I'm going to run into the Goodwill. I'm just going to take this off. Then again, though, I don't know. There's a lot of women that watch here. You guys have all gone through this, right? Hormones. Whew. Okay. I'm back. Whew. Okay. So I got done at the Goodwill. I came home. I recorded the Goodwill video. Then I finished out my work day. I had a meeting with my therapist, cooked dinner, went back out. Oh my gosh. Okay, so I went to TJ Maxx, and the line was out the door and down around the corner, and I'm like, I don't know if there's some big sale going on, but it's 108 degrees out. I am not standing in the direct sunlight. I keep getting like really dizzy right now with these hormones that I'm on. I think I would have passed out if I stood out there. Like, it's just not a good idea for me. But then I thought, well, wait a minute. They have Marshall's a couple doors down, and they kind of have all the same stuff, right? So I go in Marshall's, no line at all. And I found some stuff that I thought was really cute. So I wanted to show you what I got. So I went there because I wanted to look for some stuff for our nephew that is on his way. And I found some stuff that I just thought was so cute. I was planning on getting some clothes, but then I thought, well, it seems like they're getting a lot of clothes, and maybe maybe they wouldn't mind something different, right? So I saw these, and I thought these were perfect. What I got, they have Renee Rofe, I don't know, muslin premium cotton pre-washed bandana bibs, and it's a 3-pack. And I just thought, well, these are really cute and simple, and I think I had mentioned she likes shabby chic, so this would be really nice, especially when you're in Nevada, when you're in the desert and it's hot. You don't want these real thick bibs, right? I mean, yes, it cools off in the winter, but right? I mean, he's going to be born pretty soon here, and he's going to be a baby for a while. So I just figured that would make more sense. And I just remember when I used to work in a daycare, it seemed like stuff that was made out of muslin was the best for bibs, we found, or just even old cloth diapers, that kind of stuff just seems so much easier, or washcloths, whatever, for bibs. We found those to work better than the actual bibs. So I just thought that would be nice for him. And then they had these little matching swaddle blankets. I mean, is this just not the most adorable thing? I think it's cute anyway. And these are machine washable. I wanted to make sure because I thought I've spent enough time with people who have newborns and who have babies, and I know one of the most difficult things is all the laundry that you suddenly have, especially because of the burp rags and that kind of stuff. So I wanted to make sure that it was washable. And then, okay, the last thing, so cute. Are you ready? Look at this guy. I don't want Marty to see him because he's gonna want to keep him. Marty likes stuffed animals. Isn't this the cutest little thing? And it's really soft. So cute. And it's handmade. I'm like, just, what? It's Slife brand? Slife? I don't know. It's handmade in Germany, it says. But I just thought this is just the cutest little guy. He's so soft. Okay. So I thought that was a cute little gift to send over. Because his baby shower just happened and stuff. So I was thinking that would probably be a good time to go ahead and send a gift. And then I've got those cute little, did you see the Dollar Tree video that I did on Friday? Those cute little books. I'm going to throw those in there too. I'm excited though. I can't wait to meet him. And then I got a gift for Brad and a gift for myself. Now, if you know what movie this is, you get a gold star. Let me know in the comments what movie this is. And Dude, We Trust. How do you not get this when you see it? If you've seen the movie and you think it's a classic like Brad and I do, you kind of have to get this. And Brad loves Dude. And you'll understand if you've seen this movie. So I had to get this for him. It's a Universal Studios mug, and it is microwave safe and dishwasher safe. Oh, and it was only $5. And and just in case you're interested in looking for one, it's a 20-ounce mug. Which these are great because you don't even, it doesn't have to just be coffee. We like to put soup in these too. It's delightful. And then I found this. It's a little beat up looking, but I don't care. This is table serving utensils. And they're stainless steel. And what I really wanted was a little ladle. When I'm making things, I keep wanting a little ladle, especially if I'm trying to, what's that called? I'm so tired. You know, when you're making meat and you keep wanting to put the gravy over the top of it. Guys, help me out with this. What's that called? I like using little ladles instead of the squeezy things. It gets all over, they break fast. I hate them. Little ladles, on the other hand, last forever. So I decided I wanted one of these, and I found one that was like $6 there. And then I saw this and I thought, well, why not get a set of 5 different things for less money? So these are made in India, and yeah, they're for serving, but I actually like cooking with them too. So who cares, right? It's not like there's some brand name Nordstrom stuff or something. So those are the gifts that I got for Brad and myself. Good morning. Today is Sunday, August 16th, and we're on our way to, should I say where, we can say where we're going, right? It doesn't matter. We're going to the Sourdough Cafe, which is a cafe that is in Arizona Charlie's. It's more of like a local casino. Very affordable, by the way. If you're thinking about coming to Vegas and you want to go somewhere that's really
at a discount.
Yeah, at a very discounted rate. I mean, it's not like a 4 or 5 star place. It's more, just a normal place. But we just love it. It just feels like home there. And it's not too pretentious or snooty. I don't feel like I have to wear heels and, a push-up bra and a sequin dress or something to go in there. And it's very affordable. We're going for breakfast. They have breakfast that's $5, and then they have a bunch of them that are all under $10. So it's just a nice way to get out of the house. We haven't really been doing that much lately, especially not together. I kind of feel like all I do is run errands and go grocery shopping lately, and go to the Goodwill and that kind of stuff. So it's nice to get out of the house for a couple time. And I know you're probably ecstatic about getting out because you really haven't been going anywhere lately. Do you know what you're gonna get?
Probably a steak and eggs.
Yeah. They have a steak and eggs that's really quite good, and with their breakfast, they've got, what is that? It's like the biscuits and gravy, but it's got like actual chunks of sausage in it, and it's so good. In fact, the biscuit, I think, is in the gravy, right? It's like a bowl of gravy and it's in it.
Yeah.
That alone is just worth the $5 in my opinion. But yeah, so it's just exciting to go out. I just didn't feel like cooking this morning, and I figured, well, I got to put lunch together and then make dinner tonight, so why not have a little bit of fun this morning? Otherwise, the Knights won last night. They're our team. So tonight, later this afternoon, they're playing Game 4 against the Blackhawks. If they win, they will be sweeping the Blackhawks. So I guess we'll see what happens. Of course, I would love it if they win, but I wouldn't be surprised if the Blackhawks won tonight because I'm sure they don't want to get eliminated. What else? Guess that's really it for today. There's not really a whole lot going on, I don't think. Is there anything going on in anyone's life during a pandemic, though?
No.
I was thinking about that. All the things that we want to do, or that we've been wanting to do.
More store closings.
What's closing back there?
Something called Catherine's.
Catherine's is closing?
Do you know what that is?
It's a plus-size women's clothing store.
Oh.
They've been around, gosh, I don't remember them not being around. So they've either been around since I was a small child or my whole life. I wonder if it's just that store or if it's all of them. Gosh, so frustrating. Did somebody draw something nasty on that crosswalk sign? It looks like somebody's doing something to somebody else.
Looks like somebody's going to be receiving a pearl necklace.
Yeah.
downsides about Arizona Charlie's, it's on the edge of one of the not good neighborhoods of Vegas.
Yeah.
So there are some seedy characters that you see around from time to time.
I should turn this around and film so that they can see Arizona Charlie's, or no? Probably. It's not really worth seeing. It's a place locals go, so it's not
Glitzy, glamorous.
it's not really what you think of when you think of Vegas. It's more working class. It's kind of like going to Denny's, you know? Except it's a casino that's kind of like Denny's.
Yeah. If it didn't have a big sign saying it was a casino, you wouldn't know it was a casino.
No. No, it just looks like a regular hotel, really.
I'd drop you off.
Oh, well, thank you, sweetheart. It's supposed to be another record-breaking high today. We have had our breakfast. Well, I actually had kind of like a brunch, didn't I?
Oh, you had a dinner.
I had a dinner for breakfast. I had spaghetti and meatballs. But I'm trying to eat a high-iron diet, so it was kind of important to do that. And then my glasses keep fogging up. That's how hot it is. And then we went to Michael's. What we're looking for was something to wrap the baby's gift in and a card. I just haven't been really finding anything anywhere. I don't know if you're finding this where you live, but everywhere we go, the shelves are like empty and things are totally picked over. And so as far as cards and wrapping paper go, it's like everything we see is just ugly, like really ugly. Not acceptable, like that bad. So we went to Michael's. They don't have wrapping paper, except they had like 2 or 3 that were primary colors, and that was it. And then they had, well, they didn't, I think they had a few gift bags, but they were totally plain, like if you wanted to decorate them yourself. And I had it in my head I wanted wrapping paper. However, we finally went, well, okay, so while we were at Michael's, we actually did have a little bit of fun looking at their Halloween stuff. They have these neat villages that light up and play music, and it's just really gorgeous. Show them what we got?
Yeah, the little accessories anyway. We didn't get actually a village house.
No, they were like $80 and up. And maybe if they go on clearance after Halloween and they're still around, but there's 2 things I just could not resist though. We got this. I hope you can see that. It says, "Caution Black Cat Crossing." I just had to have that. And then we got this guy here.
You bring it further back in the dark.
Oh yeah, there you go. So it wasn't a total loss going to Michael's, and we had a lot of fun looking at that stuff. We're both excited about the fall and Halloween and decorating and stuff. And then I said, well, it was kind of nice to be walking around anyway after this huge breakfast. So then we decided to go to Target. Oh, and I can show you what I found there. It's right up here. I ended up just getting this bag. I just thought it was so cute, the Noah's Ark. I wanted to get wrapping paper and wrap it up real pretty, but I couldn't find boxes anywhere, and the wrapping paper was ugly, and I just kind of over the whole ugly thing. So, no condos, houses. So then I got this just yellow ribbon to make a pretty bow with. And then we found this cute card. I know my sister-in-law likes foxes, and I just thought it was cute. All you need to know: hug, kiss, repeat. You're going to be great parents. Congrats. And then what else did we get? Oh, we got some dish soap and hand soap and some coffee and some cat food.
Nothing exciting.
Nothing exciting. To me, that's exciting, though, because if I'm really honest, I feel like with things not being in stock lately, it's hard to find soap. And it's really hard to find soap I like. And so I found hand soap and dish soap. And I was like, we're not out of either one, but we're going to get it. We're going to get it right now. Because if you don't, you regret it later. I don't know when things are going to be back in stock in a regular way, but it's just not there yet. Because I thought there'd be all kinds of Halloween scented or fall scented hand soap and stuff, and there wasn't. I did get pumpkin spice dish soap though, so I at least feel a little better there. But yeah, so we're constantly driving by houses and just kind of getting an idea for what kind of houses we like, what neighborhoods we like, that kind of thing. So that's why Brad was saying, oh look, a gated condo neighborhood. That's why I was telling him, no condos. I just want my own space. Like, I want the closest people next to us to not be attached to us. I want to be able to get whatever dog I want.
Mm-hmm.
Nobody's going to tell me it's too big or it's too loud when it walks or whatever.
Which store is closing now?
Steinmart is closing. Everything must go. I don't mean to sound snobby, but I don't think I've ever shopped at Steinmart, so I'm not going to miss it.
When we moved here last summer, there was not an empty store in any plaza or mall.
It's true. That was one of the big draws for us. The economy was just thriving so much here.
There was waiting lists to get a little closet spot. Now it's looking like 1 in 3 plaza places are closed permanently, and then others are closed at least temporarily. That's a little depressing. Where we lived north of Tampa after the 08-09 crash, never recovered from it, and probably half of the plaza store fronts were empty, and the mall pretty much went out of business.
Yeah. The mall I used to work at.
Yep, and then now they're tearing it. Or what would they do with it now? Oh yeah, they're using it for like local amateur wrestling matches now.
It's just so bizarre.
Yeah, in the Big 40 where they used to have the jumpy things.
Yeah.
Yep. So they're having local amateur wrestling matches. And in case you didn't know, Tampa Bay is a big recruiting area for professional wrestling, and I can't tell you why, but it is.
Why? I'm so funny when I want to be.
So there's a whole bunch of like independent promotions for wrestling there, and like along the highways there's bars that like wrestling on Tuesday nights. They got wrestling rings in the middle of bars all up and down the local highway there.
You want to go home or you want to go look at houses?
Home.
Okay. I'm so sad because
We've been out for 3.5 hours.
I don't care. It's nice to be out of the house and be having fun.
Well, you can drop me off and go back.
No, if we're going to drive around neighborhoods and look at houses, I want you to be there. That's half the point. So we know what neighborhoods we like, not which ones I like. I don't want to be one of those wives. It's like I pick it all out.
I'm more concerned with your feeling of happiness and safety than mine. I can tolerate just about anything. I lived in barracks and on a ship for 5 years.
Yep. And you literally walked uphill both ways in the snow to and from school.
Yeah, that's actually literal, yes.
I know, literal. He grew up in upstate New York where it's very
hilly, hills everywhere, and
lots of snow.
Yes, upstate New York gets more precipitation than anywhere else in the country, even though Seattle seems to get the distinction for rainfall. But upstate New York, they get, you wake up in the morning and there's 14 feet of snow, and you still go to work or school. It's normal up there. But then when I lived in DC, just a threat of half an inch of snow, the whole DC area would shut down for half a week. Even if nothing fell, they'd still stay closed.
It is so hot. It's like we have the AC blasting, and what is it? 111 degrees out right now. I'm still sweating even with the AC.
Well, that's because we're driving toward the sun and it's coming right in the windshield.
It's still hot.
Yes, it's still hot.
My hair is wet. I'm just saying.
One of these days we'll do window tinting.
Maybe. We were talking about doing it when we first got here and totally forgot about it.
No, we didn't forget about it. We had severe money problems when we got here.
Right, we forgot about it.
No, trust me, I think about it every summer day I get in this car.
Oh. See, and I don't think I've ever had a car that had tint. So I just don't think
Like
anything
that.
of it.
That's what it would look like.
Yeah. So people couldn't see us when we're driving.
Well, and it helps keep out the helps reflection of the sun.
Yeah.
So it keeps it inside a little cooler.
All right. Well, that is it for this vlog. I hope that you have a wonderful rest of your day and rest of your week. We'll be back on Monday. And I love you. Brad doesn't, but I do. Okay. Bye.